Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today we are making a Pink Berry Mimosa soap. And again, still thinking spring. I wanted to do something kind of fruity, you know, and this is a fruity drink and it does really smell amazing. And I am using the Pink Berry Mimosa from Crafter's Choice. And I ordered this from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and I'm going to be making a double batch of it today. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in my lye water, which also has some silk in there. Okay, so I will go ahead and just get this emulsified and bring you back. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good. Sure doesn't feel like spring, at least not here in Pennsylvania. We just got a huge snowstorm. Was anybody else hit with Stella? Any of you guys watching? I was like, no, not in March. It seems like it always happens to us. They're like, oh, it's spring, psych. Just kidding. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and split up my batter. Make some room here. This is going to be a piped soap. I'm pretty obsessed with piping lately, and I think it's just noticing more and more that I just really enjoy piping. I really, really do. And I love the look that it gives to soap. I think it's really cool. So, we're going to be doing a pipe top. And the soap is going to be white. It's going to have a white base. And then we're going to be using Fairy Tale mica. It's Fairy Tale pink mica, sorry. And then some Orange Vibrance mica by Nurture Soap, which I'm also adding just a touch of that Fairy Tale pink to, just because it almost gives it like a really cool tangerine type flair. It's kind of hard to explain, but here's the embeds that I made. And if you can, I don't know if you can notice on camera, but it's kind of just got like a really cool tangerine, and that has like a little bit of that pink mixed in there. So that's what we're gonna do. I am shaking up my pre-mixed titanium dioxide, which I'm really excited about because I was using the oil dispersible, and I don't know about you guys, any of the other soap makers here watching, but that stuff pretty much was driving me insane. It just would not blend right. Trying to think of the word I'm looking for here. Not necessarily blend, but it just wouldn't completely dissolve. No matter what you did, no matter how hard you mixed, you always had these little flecks of white, and it was driving me crazy. And I'm like, well, I do such a steep water discount. I think I can move on to the water soluble and see if I like it better. So I'm going to do that. All right. So, and I don't know how this is going to behave on me. Is this my first time using this fragrance oil? So I think what I'm going to do is just mix my colorants in here a little bit with the stick blender. And then add the fragrance oil, and I think I'll just whisk that in. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this white blended up. And we're done with our white. Okay, let's move on to our orange. Get that mixed up. And our orange is done. Very pretty. I don't know if you guys can see what I mean. Again, on camera, but if you know what the Orange Vibrance mica looks like normally, and yeah, it's beautiful all by itself, but I want it like a really kind of cool tangerine color, and just adding a little bit of pink to it kind of gives you that, so it's super cool. Okay, let's mix up our Fairy Tale Pink. Okay, and there is our Fairy Tale Pink mica, and I did add a little bit of titanium dioxide to it. I decided I wanted it just a little bit lighter, so I did do that. Alright, and I moved my stick blender out of the way because we shouldn't need that at this point. Wow, that is really yellow. Do you guys see that? Really, really yellow. And our titanium dioxide looks like it's stiffening up a lot too. And the fragrance oil is not even in here yet. And I'm actually soaping at a pretty cool temp, so that is kind of odd to me. Well, let's see if we can loosen it up a bit. So I will go ahead, and I'm just going to mix these by hand, guys, with this whisk. You know, I'll scrape the sides with a spatula, but I'm going to go ahead and get them mixed up, and as soon as I'm done doing that, I will bring you back. Okay, so we've got our fragrance all whisked in, and even though that was really yellow, it didn't seem to discolor my batter at all, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, and it looks good. And my guess is that it's the titanium dioxide, because the pink got a little thick on me too, but my orange over here is still very, very loose, and that's the only one that doesn't have any of that titanium dioxide in it. So I'm guessing that's just all that is happening, and I didn't get any ricing, and I'm not really noticing any acceleration from the fragrance oil either, in case anyone is wondering. So I'm going to go ahead and get a good bit of this white base in here. And I'm actually piping with all white today. Gasp. I pretty much never do that. I always have color in my piping, one way or the other. I just do. Okay, I'm gonna smack these down just a little bit because that white's a little thick. Okay. Let's go ahead and add some of our pink. I'm just giving it a little stir, just try to loosen it up a little bit. Pretty thick, but we will make it work. So I don't know if I'm gonna really get exactly the look I was going for, just because, you know, it's a little thicker, but that's what happens. I mean, that really is just kind of how it is when you make soap. You just don't know. You've got to expect the unexpected. I'm going to do a little bit of just like a chopstick swirl in these. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just give these a good bang down again and get set up for piping, and I will bring you right back. Okay, we are back and ready to pipe. Just pull my piping bag out here. It did not take too long to set up, so that makes me happy. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just pipe one loaf on camera, and then I'll do the other loaf off of camera. Just for the sake of saving time, I'm going to do it the exact same way so you will not be missing anything. This smells really good, guys. This is like, trying to think the best way to describe it. It's really it's like an effervescent fruity. It's not like, it's not overly sweet fruity. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It does not smell overly sweet. It smells really good. It really does smell like a bubbly, fruity drink, like something that would just be so good on a spring or summer day. So I'm really happy with it. Okay, and that is pretty much all we're going to be doing for the piping. It's not going to be a crazy super high top, so I'm just going to go ahead and refill my piping bag, and I will do the other loaf, and I will bring you guys right back for the embeds and our toppings. Okay, piping is done, and we are going to go ahead and put our embeds in. And I wanted something a little different than the traditional straw, and it actually took me a while to play with the melt and pour and come up with something that I really liked, but I ended up making these little twisty type straws, and I thought that they were really cute. So, and I zoomed the camera in just a little bit because I really want you guys to be able to see what's going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert a little straw. So that each bar has one, of course. Just adjust them a tiny bit. Okay, so that's basically what that's going to look like. And then what I did was I made a little salt topping with some sea salt and that fairy tale pink mica and a little bit of the super sparkle mica from Vibrant Soap. Did I say Vibrant Soap? I have so many colorants with vibrant in them. It's, yeah. Nurture Soap. So yeah, it's the Super Sparkle Mica from Nurture Soap. Okay. So I'm just going to dust just a little bit of this Super Sparkle Mica on the top. little extra glam there. Okay, and that is it, guys. I will do the other loaf off camera exactly the same way. I hope you enjoyed the making of the Pink Berry Mimosa soap. And I will bring you right back for the cutting. Okay, we are back and ready to cut our soap. And the reason I have the soap turned on its side is because of the sea salt on the top. It basically just is going to help reduce any huge drag marks in the soap. Pretty. I'll just cut one loaf on camera. It's not the look I was going for exactly because it got a little thick. It could have been me too. It could have been a little over blending or something. I mean, you know, it happens, but I still really like it. So that's really what's important is that it still looks nice one way or the other. I just think when you do this, it's so important to just not get really discouraged if something doesn't turn out exactly the way you wanted it to, because I mean, a lot of the times that just doesn't happen. But I still really like it. So this soap will be available in April, in case anyone is wondering. Hopefully the lighting's half decent for you guys. I try to cut here because I have a window over there and it lets a little more daylight in. I don't have any sun today, but still, natural light's always better, in my opinion. I really like the orange and pink combo. These colors look really pretty together. Okay, and it's our very last cut of our end piece here, which I always cut in half and use for samples. I always try to put a free sample in each order when I can. So that has been the making and the cutting of Pink Berry Mimosa. I do not have a name for this soap yet, but hopefully I will by the time this video is uploaded. So I hope you guys enjoyed the making and the cutting. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, maybe considering doing so. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up for me. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you next time.